Any second it'll say you are live, and I guess I'm live. Hey, all right, welcome to Federal Prison Talk, guys. My name's Sean. Yes, I did federal prison time, 52 months Florence federal prison camp in Florence, Colorado for wire fraud. I'm not here to talk about me tonight, though, guys. I'm here to talk with John, who just got sentenced to 2 years in a federal prison, and it looks like he's going to camp. It was for drug charges, and John has agreed to come on the show, tell you about his 5 years plus on pretrial, the living hell he's went through, what he's done to prepare to go to prison, and he's even already turned his life around, guys. And he's I think he's in a good spirit to go to prison. Nobody wants to go to prison, but I think, John, you're going to be all right. John, you want to introduce yourself, tell everybody about you and what's going on?
Sure, man. My name's John. I'm 48 from New Jersey. Sean was just saying, I just got sentenced to 24 months in federal court this past Tuesday. So I've spent just about 5 years on pretrial. I got arrested in February 2018. It's actually my sober date is my arrest date. So I had struggled with drugs earlier in life, and we'll get into it as the show goes on. But I turned my life around when I was about 26. I spent 14 years sober. Did everything you're supposed to do, buy a house, buy good credit, the whole nine. And about 2015 or so, 16, I went through a divorce, and I was trying to make a lot of money to support a family, and got hooked on Adderall, which turned to meth, which turned to stealing, and I got caught up pretty bad. So
You definitely qualify. I'm a recovering addict, and it sounds like you are qualified, and I know you are in recovery.
Yeah. It's been a great. I'll tell you what, pretrial, as much as it sucks to be on it, I've actually made the best of it. I went through the state drug court program while on pretrial as well, so it kind of gave me a jump start into doing the right thing. A lot of treatment, and kind of got myself set where, got a steady job, got a stable address, started doing the next right thing, and things have been kind of falling into place. So here we are.
Here we are. Hey, John, John, there's comments coming in the room, and 10 people are watching. I want to get to these guys. I hope you don't mind, but this first guy here, Grown Little Boy Show. So his name's Larry, and I helped Larry before he went to prison, and he just got out. And he said he wants to come on and talk to you too, because he went to a camp as well. And do you mind maybe we bring Larry on too? He's got a lot of advice for you as well.
More the merrier, man.
Okay, Larry, I don't know if I got your email though. So because I know you've been out, so I could send you the link. Let me give me a minute here. I'll put the link on here. I know that's how it's done. Let me just catch up on the comments. And Larry, hold on, we'll get you on here in a second. We got Adam from Australia. What's up, family? I'm here. So when he says family, so there's maybe 14 of us now. We all have prison channels. We're all trying to help guys like you, John, and maybe stop somebody from ever going to prison. People that are curious about it, people getting out, going in, and we all have our own way of trying to help people, but we're all like the positive prison channels. Nobody's trying to tell you how to make a shank and a tattoo gun and how to sneak a cell phone in and all. We tell little stories here and there, but we all it's positive stuff. So, and Adam's got a link up there for his channel, and let's see. And Adam's saying, let me just catch up. I even got somebody on Facebook. Sean, have him get a hold of me before he goes in. It just says Facebook user. I was going to say Facebook loser. It says Facebook user. So I don't know who you are. TJ's in the room. Terrell. Wow. Allie. What was the charge? It was drug charges, and we'll have John talk about that in a minute, guys. I don't know if you want to get into too much detail.
Yeah, I don't mind. Whatever.
And Adam says, well, I don't want to say that word on the show, Adam, because YouTube. Well, he says, Sean, I fucking love you, brother. I don't think I'll get shut down for that. Let me get the StreamYard link. Oh, here it is. It's that easy to do. I didn't know. I just click a button. All right. So Larry, I'm going to put the link on here for you. and just click on that. Show up. There we go, Larry. Just click on that link, and because Larry's got I know he's got some good advice for you because he just got out. He went to a camp too. And so, do you want to talk about your drug charges or not? Or don't
sure. I got no problems.
Don't get any extra charges talking about it now.
What's that? No.
I don't want you to get any extra charges.
It kind of started out with I'll kind of fast forward right to the arrest. Obviously I was doing a lot of meth. I was trying to stay up at night and work, and I was dealing to the guys at work and stuff. So I got myself in a situation where I was moving a little bit more than what I was using. So I'm trying to think now. I guess my first arrest, I got caught with a bunch of meth and some coke and a bunch of other stuff I was selling, and I got a possession with intent charge at the state level.
So you had a variety of drugs people could buy, not just one.
Meth turned into parlays into everything else. So I just was pretty much a rolling pharmacy at one point. A lot of ecstasy, stuff like that. Just whatever, most people would kind of go along with meth. So it's kind of crazy. That was my first arrest. That was in 2017. Caught about 4 or 5 charges for that. And then I went and got.
So that's 5 years ago, that charge. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was, these are all 2017. And then all in 1 year. So I got that charge. I got another possession at the state level in another county.
So just when you think you're dealing with the one charge, you get another one. And
I caught 35 charges in 4 counties in a matter of 7 months.
4 counties, and you got out on pretrial?
Well, here's what happened. I got out on New Jersey has bail reform. I'm sure you're familiar with the bail reform program, where they score you on points.
They didn't have that when I got arrested, but now they do. Yeah, now they go ahead and do that.
So they kicked me out 3 different times. The last time I wasn't so lucky, they remanded me. That was February 2nd, 2018. So my one state charge was for I had a half ounce of meth in my hotel room. I had somebody set me up with a 2.5 pound buy. And then from that, they parlayed that and then intercepted a shipment that I was getting from California for another 5 pounds.
Wow.
So, it was pretty crazy. They only charged me state level at that time. And then it wasn't until May. So that was February.
And then the feds picked it up.
Then May, the feds picked it up and dismissed all the charges from the one county and just charged me with possession with intent of under, I forget what it was. I forget what the guideline was, but it was whatever it was. It was under enough to be the real big charge.
Wow.
So
wow. Real quick, Adam from Australia wants to come and talk to you too. How do you feel about all this?
Yeah,
these guys they want to show you love. So Adam, you see the link, click it on. We'll get you on here too, and I'm waiting for you, Larry. And I'm sorry, John. I guess you're people want to help you out, man.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, I'll take it. I'll take all the advice, and I've been to state prison. I mean, this ain't my first rodeo. So I went to state prison for 3.5 years in my 20s. So I mean, I know it's nothing like that's going to be. So I'm not. I mean, I think I'm pretty well prepared to go. I know all the moves.
Yeah, you gotta be careful. You watch too many movies in Hollywood because you're going to be going to a camp, right?
Right, correct.
So it's the movies, they don't do movies about a camp because it's just not interesting.
Right.
People get upset. They go, "That's prison? No fence. These guys can run around and do." And people get upset. That's my tax-paying dollars,
Right.
So for whatever reason, you don't know a lot about prison camps, and that's another reason I kind of started my channel, You got a question here. Did you have to do a mandatory?
No. See, what happened was, so I'll get into that a little bit. As everything unfolded, I qualified for the drug court program in New Jersey. And what they did was they consolidated all my charges down into one county. And I had a 5-year probation, special probation, they call it.
So let me ask you, how do you get 4 counties to agree to let one county take all the charges for you?
So the last county you're arrested in, you're allowed to apply for drug court in that county, and then the drug court judge and the prosecutor review your case, and then they decide whether you're eligible to consolidate all your county charges into one county. So then I had to go to each county, sign a plea bargain, get sentenced, and then everything got remanded back to Ocean County, New Jersey, where I went on drug court.
So hey, Adam, welcome, Adam. Just real quick, Adam. So the other counties that don't get to hold you, do they still get paid? Because they get money when they're, how does that work? Are they upset that they lost that money for holding you?
I don't know. I don't really care, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I don't care. I'm just wondering their attitudes.
I don't know how that works. I'm sure the government figures all that stuff out.
Yeah.
But
So John, this is Adam, and he's from Australia. Welcome to the show, Adam. John was just asking me what it's like in prison in Australia, and you're the only one that I know that can answer that question.
Well, John, I can only speak on maximum security prisons because I've only ever been to maximum security prisons. I've never been to a medium or a minimum, but the vast majority of my sentences that I did was in Goulburn Correctional Centre. And back in the early 90s, it was known as the killing fields. And you know what guys used to say to, like, every new guy that come in, you know what we used to say to them?
Welcome?
We used to say, welcome to the war zone.
Right. Okay.
And it was that bad, John, right? Like, I'll give an example. Like, for the first hour I was there, I got into 2 fights and 1 knife fight.
Nice.
All within an hour. Did you even get a coffee break? That's a lot of fights for an hour, man. Busy guy.
I know. Because, I mean, the wing that I was in, right, you said, because I did time for armed robbery, John. That's what I was in there for, right?
Gotcha.
And I did almost 5 years for that. And you see, the wing that I was in, it was, the guys that were in there were armed robbers or, were murderers, they were lifers, real serious dudes. So you had to be on your toes.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. There's a question for you.
You have to be alert.
Got a question for you, John. It might be tough to answer, but how are you going to a camp with your record? I should be good then.
Yeah, so I saw that. So I want to just I'll continue on with the way everything worked out, and it should answer the question. So I went into the drug court program. It requires long-term treatment.
We got that here too.
It requires outpatient treatment and then some relapse prevention, sober living, all that stuff. So when the feds offered me the plea, they took into consideration all my drug court work. And also, I have no criminal history other than a charge from my 20s, but it was too old for them to count in my criminal history.
Right. Any felonies more than 15 or a misdemeanor more than 10, they can bring it up, but they can't use it as part of your sentencing.
Right. So I got no points for that.
John, can I ask you a quick question?
Sure.
I want to here in Australia, we got drug court too, but you can't have violent charges to be eligible to go into drug court. Is that the same in America?
Yep, same thing. You can have a burglary, a theft. I mean, anything else, just nothing violent.
Okay. I just wanted to know that. I'm sorry to cut you off.
Oh, no problem.
And sometimes a gun. It depends if the gun's used in the crime. If the gun's used in the crime, no. But if you had a rifle at home and you got pulled over at the Walmart and the gun had nothing to do with the crime, they won't hold it against you. They can give you an enhancement and add 2 years or something to your sentence, but it won't affect you going to a camp or a drug program. Well, I take that back on the drug program. It depends. It really depends.
Yeah, it all depends, really. Yeah, that's right.
So also what helped me was all my drug court charges, because I wasn't incarcerated, I was sentenced to probation. I believe that helped my criminal history points as well.
Okay. So the First Step Act also kind of comes into play because before they had that, a guy could get busted with, I'll just say 5 kilos of crack and do 25 years in prison. Another guy comes along with 5 kilos of powder cocaine, and he only gets 5 years.
Correct.
So when Trump passed the
crazy.
First Step Act, that wasn't fair. So now those guys with the 25 years all of a sudden got sentenced to 5 years, and a lot of them got out. And that was the big deal with the First Step Act. Now there's the earned time credits, and you get halfway house time and all that, and a year off your sentence. But the First Step Act really wasn't about that. It was about the unfairness of the mandatory sentences for like crack cocaine and things like that. So now it used to be in the feds, 50 grams of cocaine or meth was a mandatory 5 years. And that's no longer the truth. That's no longer being upheld. So
I started out with the mandatory.
Yeah. So
you
all
got
because
24,
of
John?
Yeah. So I don't know if you voted for him or
24.
hate the guy or what, but you might want to thank Trump for not getting 25 years anymore for a kilo of crack.
Yeah.
So
yeah, my plea with the whole thing for with drug court and all that, that's what triggered the downward departure from the 5 years. Again, it was a first offense, blah blah blah. I mean, truth be told, I was moving quite a bit of weight compared to what they actually caught me with. So it worked out very well for me.
Hey, Larry, are you still on here? Little Grown Boys Show, Larry, because I got the link for you. We're waiting for you to come on, and a couple more questions.
The thumbnail said,
"Yeah, go
you
ahead.
got 24 months, John. Is that right?
Yeah, 24 months.
What does that work out? I know in the feds they say months. What's that?
It's it's 2 years, I guess. What with good time right away, we're looking at 20 months, Sean.
On the 24 months, you're going to get 54 days off for every year. So just call it 2 months off for every year. So you'll get 4 months off. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So about 20 months it looks like, and then I'm eligible for Rdap, and which I think that's
That'll get you out sooner, John.
Oh, hey, I don't mean to interrupt, but I just got a message from the Facebook user. So that's Sean Herman. It's a lady who's a prison advocate. I just did a show with her. Sean, if you want to come on, this lady can really give you some good advice on what's going on. Sean, if the link's up there in the comments, I can put it up again. Sean, if you want to come on and talk to John too, because here's a lady that can give us really help everybody else out. And I just put the link up again, and I'm waiting for you, Larry. And we might have a whole panel here to help you today, John. I hope you don't mind.
No, not at all, man. I mean, more like I said, the more the merrier. I don't really.
The other thing,
I know quite a bit just from watching videos, but I mean, there's a lot of stuff that I don't know, and I'd like to hear, especially current stuff.
Right.
I know that I'm in Australia, John, but if I can write to you, help you out, send you a few dollars, on your books or whatever, I'm more than happy to do that.
I mean, I appreciate it. Financially, I'm in pretty good shape. I mean, I appreciate that. But yeah, I'll accept any letters from anyone. I mean, obviously, everyone loves the mail when they're locked
letters
up.
are like gold in there. That's something you get to hold on. You can, you can take home with you. You can look at any time of the day or night. You can touch it. You can feel it. And people take the time to find a pen, to find a paper, to find an envelope. Where do I have that? Where do I get an envelope? Find a stamp. Write it out. Take it down in the mailbox. Mail it to you. It's a big deal. To me, a letter is worth way more than a phone call.
Yes, I agree.
Well, can you send me John's info, like where he is and all that sort of stuff, Sean?
I don't even have it, John. If you want to,
sure, Adam.
Because Sean's got my email.
Yeah, send me your email or get me your email somehow, and I'll send you all my info.
Can you give him my email, please, Sean?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I missed. Yeah, I'll email it when John, you email it to me, and then I'll send you Adam's email. We'll do it like that.
Yeah,
hey, there's a guy in the room. Callie, I guess he's been on pretrial 15 months fighting a 922G.
What's that?
I don't even know what that is. You think I would know?
900. Is that
I don't think that's
922
grams. I think that's a set. I think that's just that's the charge. I think.
Is that a
But
statue or something? I don't know
if
what that
the
is.
other Sean Herman comes on here, Facebook user, she knows what that is. I know she's even talked about that. So yeah, I don't have all the answers. I only have experience. I don't have answers. Well, I mean, I have, you know what I mean. I'm in Chicago. Which district are you in? You're in New Jersey, right?
Yeah, I think it's District 4.
Okay.
Something like that. I'm not sure 100%.
And he wants to know what you got caught with. I think you already said all that.
Yeah, you already said all that. Just rewind the video back, and you'll hear what he said.
There you go.
So he doesn't have to repeat himself.
Sean, so you got to be on YouTube to see it. That's why you can't see it, because you're on Facebook, and it doesn't let me show messages to Facebook, Sean. But then you know what? I got your email, Sean. Guys, you guys talk, and I'm going to email this lady. I'm going to email her the invite. I don't know if it sends me away for a minute, but
poor Sean, he's got a lot of stuff going on. He's trying to do everything.
Guy, man. Every time I see him, he's doing other stuff.
I know, right? He's always doing something. Bless him. Yeah,
so
but you know what?
You have a channel as well?
Yeah, bro. I've got a channel called Aussie Prison Talk.
Okay.
I've been on YouTube now for about 4 months, maybe a bit over 4 months. And like, it's about prison content here in Sydney, Australia, and like, the main purpose behind my channel is to, try and not, reach out to the youngsters and try and, prevent them from going down the path that I did.
Right.
And to help people in general, just to say, look, change is possible, but you got to want to change. Just look at me. I spent, almost 18 years of my life in and out of prison, and 12 of those years were spent on heroin, and I had a $1,200 a day habit, John.
Wow.
And I had my first shot of heroin at 12 years old. And I just want to let people know, look, don't give up, never give up. You know what I mean? Just look at me, for example, if I can do it, anyone can do it. And I get asked all the time, to make videos about, shanks and, making wine and, bringing drugs in, all that sort of stuff. And I said, look, my channel is not about that. You know what I mean? And like, it's not, and people, a lot of people have said to me, John, it seems like I'm glorifying and I'm proud of, everything that I've done. And I'm like, no, you've got to twist it.
Yeah.
It's nothing to be proud of, so I just try to keep things positive and send out a positive message, and to try and do what I can for people.
You're a good man, Adam. Hey, Sean, I just emailed you the link, so check your email and come on. And Larry, I'm still waiting on you.
156 subs now. I got, John.
Nice.
Wow, you're up to 156. See, I remember when you had like 14 or 28 when I met you. We're getting there.
A lot of you guys have helped me. You guys have helped me a lot. And Frank from Frank's Positive Vibes, he put out a thumbnail with a link to my channel. So that was pretty cool. And also, I think you know about it, Sean, but I'll just tell John. This awesome guy that I met, he's called AC Lopez. He wanted to buy me a laptop and send it over, right? But it'll cost too much, and not too sure if the laptop will even work here in Australia. So you know what he did?
Well, I know, but you can tell them because I just found out
he sent me $250, John.
Nice. Wow.
Sent me $250, which works out to be $329 here in Australia through Western Union.
Over $100. It was over $100 for to mail that to you, Adam.
Yeah, that's right. And we were trying to work out how to send the money because, first asking about Cash App and stuff like that, and he didn't know what PayPal was, and then I mentioned Western Union, and then he sent it through Western Union. So on Monday, when the store opens, I'm going there to get the money, and then I'm going to go and buy this laptop. And you know what he asked me to do, John? And I was more than happy to do this for him. He said, just do him a favor and name the laptop Miko, because that's his son that passed away.
Oh, that's
yeah, and he's doing this on behalf of his son, you know, and I said, look, buddy, it'll be my honor to name the laptop Miko. You know what I mean?
that's really great.
I'm worried about him too. I am, because he's a broken man. You know, I'm so worried about him. He's a lovely, beautiful man.
John, when you get through all this, you're going to come out with so much knowledge that you can start a YouTube channel too. And I got a feeling with the good time,
yeah, you should, John.
And the first step credits and all that, you won't even do a year, halfway house time and all that. And then if you get out and keep us, you know, I'll give you my email and all that. You keep in contact while you're in there. And if you want me to send you things on the email, Google stuff, look it up, send it to you, because you don't have access to the internet no more, but you have access to me, and whatever I can copy and paste and email back to you, I'm glad to do. I do it for a lot of guys already.
If John did that Rdap program, would he be out a lot sooner?
Did we talk about that, John? Are you Rdap qualified?
I am Rdap qualified. The problem that I'm going to have is whether, because I have 24 months, so I'm right at the barrier for not being qualified. That's right.
You got, so Rdap takes 9 months.
I was just trying to think of something to get you out sooner.
Yeah, well, see, there's a window of time, and with their good time and all that, they're going to calculate that, and then with a 24-month sentence, you're going to get 6 months off your sentence, so that brings you down from 20 months to 14 months, but then you have to do at least 4 months in the halfway house or home confinement after Rdap. It's called TDAP, and that's where you go to counseling and therapy for at least 4 months. So 14 minus 4 is 10. So you can be out in 10 months. That's if you get to the prison and Rdap is starting it next week. Right. It only starts every 3 months. You may get there and they say Rdap just started 2 weeks ago. The next one's not for 2.5 months. But sometimes they'll work a deal out with you and they'll say, well, you can do Rdap. We can't give you the 6 months. You can get 4 months off because of the timing you came in here. And sometimes they'll work with you. And here she is.
Hello.
Lady Lion is in the house.
So look,
this lady has
I couldn't find the link to get in.
Yeah. You're here now, so you got the email. This lady is the best lady I've ever met that helps people with their, early releases. This is Sean Herman, guys, and John. She has the answers.
So you're looking at 24 months, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. So you're going to go down to 22. So tentatively, we could start the process for home confinement at 3 to 6 months.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Wow.
That sounds
cool.
I have another guy who just went in. He was on our show the other day we did. And he's got 30, and after 6 months, we're going to start his process for home confinement. Okay.
Yeah, so I just want to fill you in a little bit on what's going on with the way they sentenced me, because I got a judge recommendation for Rdap. I know that doesn't really mean much. But the way they said it was because they, instead of designating me to a prison closest to my home, they're gonna try to get me to the first available Rdap opening that's reasonably nearby, I guess.
Where are you
say
at?
They're gonna do this for you because they say one thing.
Right. Right.
Well, this is what's going on. This is what's going on right now. A lot of my guys that are being sentenced the judges are designating them out. Okay. But when the judges, they can designate them out till hell freezes over. But when they actually get sent out and they hit Oklahoma or Pahrump, they're redesignating these guys because the prisons are so full right now. Okay. I just had 2 guys that were supposed to go to Terminal Island, and they're sitting in Herlong, which is a disciplinary yard. They shouldn't even be sitting in there. One of my guys is a care level 2 medical, and so I've been working on trying to get them moved and stuff, and the prisons are so full right now. It's crazy.
So I'm in New Jersey.
Where are you at?
New Jersey. So my closest camp would be Fort Dix.
Yeah, Fort Dix. I'm not. That's. I haven't
You got
heard
in New Jersey,
good
John?
things about Fort Dix.
I got people over there.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I got 2 guys in there. One of them's getting ready to come out. Actually, Nelson's I think is getting ready to come out. But if you can get my number from Sean and call me, I can go on Pacer and take a look at your whole file.
Okay.
And read through it and everything.
That's cool.
And then we can take a look at that stuff. Because I mean, a lot of them have Rdap and stuff, but Rdap's a year long, and you got.
Did they change Rdap from 9 months to a year? I heard they were gonna do that.
Yeah, it's a year long, but the
Okay.
thing is he's really short.
Yeah. It's
And
got a small window of
and
time.
being really short, they might just have you do. They'll still send you to an Rdap, okay, but they might have you do like non-residential, like 3 to 6 months, depending on your stuff. I'll have to take a look at your sentencing and how they've got it wrote out and stuff.
Okay.
But it's going to depend on that.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
Sean, there's a couple guys here with a 922G
The felon in
Cali, a
possession.
gun charge. I don't even know what that is. Maybe you
It's a
can help
felon
these
in
guys out.
possession.
It's what now?
It's a felon in possession.
Oh, that's not good.
So if you have
Wow.
prior felonies
A serious charge.
and you get it, then. But if you get a 922G and it is nonviolent, you need to make sure your attorney has them put nonviolent on there, or it's going to hinder you at the prison
right.
doing stuff.
Yeah, that's a
We
good
got home
point. That's a good
confinement
point.
questions here too for you, Sean. John says, when could I apply for home confinement on a 60-month sentence? And I know this has a lot to do with your case manager. And then Allie has another one. How does the home confinement work? So maybe you
Okay,
can tell
so
us all
home
about that. And John,
confinement-
you probably want to know this too.
Okay, say you go in and your release date is 2 years from today, okay? And you get out in 8 months, okay? So you're gonna go. It's gonna be almost like you're under the halfway houses. You check in with the halfway house. You go in and you do your UAs and BAs and everything else with the halfway house. They call them functions now when they call these guys in. They don't even call them and say, hey, you got to do a UA. They call you and they say, come in for a function. I'm like, what? So they're trying to be nice about it. But so you will stay with an ankle bracelet on for home confinement. You'll stay under the halfway house until your actual prison release date. Then you go to probation.
That's the same here.
Yeah,
So
and
you're
let me
still-
tell you, let me
You're
put my
pretty
two.
much inmate status. Only you're just doing your time at home is what you're doing
Yeah.
under home confinement.
Here's
You're
my
kidding.
2 cents. I was at the San Francisco Federal Halfway House, and guys come in and they said, I'm supposed to go directly to home confinement. They told me to check in here at the halfway house, and the halfway house where I was at said, oh, you can apply for home confinement, but first you're going to get a 4-hour pass. If you come back and everything's good, we'll give you an 8-hour, then an overnight, then a weekend. And then if we have the staff to go out and check your house out and make sure, you have a landline and see who's living there and, all that stuff, then they'll approve you. And some guys stayed there 1, 2 months, 3 months before they let them go to home confinement. But they come here under the perception because their case manager said, oh, you're going to go directly to home confinement. And that's a
because
myth.
we have case managers at the prisons that don't know what they're doing. And if they don't do
Exactly.
the paperwork right, then things get all messed up. But what I do is I work with case managers and the unit team managers, okay? So I make sure that we're getting your paperwork done. But once your stuff is submitted, and I know that it's been submitted because they'll have you sign paperwork so you'll know when it's being submitted, okay? So once you let me know that it's been submitted, then I get a hold of the probation office outside and work with them so that we can transition you to home confinement and we don't get these little hiccups where you end up at the pre-release. Because what the pre-releases are doing, I think, is they're getting these guys in there, okay? as long as they hold them for their little 30 days, they're getting their little grant money and their payment. It's a money business.
Yeah, and when I was at the halfway house, they took 25% of your income. If you went to home confinement, they no longer got that. But now,
That's
because of
messed
the
up.
pandemic,
Yeah,
they're not asking for that anymore.
No.
So I think things have changed.
Yeah, they're not doing that anymore and stuff. And it's kind of weird because like they run a total different thing, like from the girls to the guys, and it's crazy. You know, like the girls have this whole little set of rules, and the guys have this set of rules, and they're
That's
all
true.
under BOP, so they should all have the same rules. But the thing about the pre-releases is, if you're in a halfway house or a pre-release, the only people that can come pick you up for pass or anything has to be immediate family. It can't be a friend or anything. I ran into this when one of my best friends came out. I stood by her for 8.5 while she was down. And she told them, she was like, look, she's my, my sober person that I need to be around. And because I'm not blood, I couldn't physically pick her up at the pre-release, but I could meet her anywhere in town and go on pass all day with her.
Wow. John says my release date is 8/26. John, I don't know if because obviously you're not in prison right now, or are you on a cell phone? But so he's got a 60-month sentence. You never know. But anyways, I mean, your release date is happening. That's probably not counting your good time. First step back credits will apply, and you never know if they're going to give you 1 month halfway house time or 8 months or a year.
Where is John at?
Yeah, John, where are you at? He may have said.
If you're in prison, be careful. If you're in prison on that cell phone, brother, you don't want to you don't want to take the risk of getting busted and getting more time, because you won't be getting released in 26.
Yeah, they'll take all your good time away. They'll investigate you. You might add some time to your sentence. And if you're lucky enough to be at a camp, say goodbye to that camp. You're going behind the fence for the rest of your time, man. It's
not got to worry about snitches giving you up.
Yeah, you get that
not
too.
Worth it.
Yeah.
Sean, can you get him my phone number?
Which one?
John.
I don't even the John in the chat room or the John above me or John here.
Well, both of them actually.
Yeah, let me look up your phone number. I'll put
John here that's getting ready to check in.
Can I just put your phone number on the screen?
Yeah, you can, honey.
Okay, I'll look that up and I'll do it that way. And hey, Frank Javier is here. Frank just got sentenced to 3 years. He's self-surrendering soon. And then we got life in prison. This is a guy named Zach. Guys, check out his channel. Zach's doing good things. He's got a really good, positive channel. Hey, Zach, good to see you.
Hi, Harvey.
Frank, where are you going to?
Hi, Zach.
What's Frank?
Yeah, Frank.
He wants to go to Florence, Colorado, where I did my time. But he's waiting. He hasn't got the designation paper yet. Or have you, Frank? And I'm looking up your number, Sean. You guys talk, and I'll put your number on the screen here in a minute.
Yeah, I just talked to Maury over there the other day. He's over there.
Sean, you have my number. You can send it to Sean, right? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
We both
and
Sean.
I'm going to put Sean's number up here right now.
Okay. No, we both Sean.
Now I know this only shows up on the YouTube, so not the Facebook. Facebook will not let me.
You can put my email up there too, Sean, if you want.
Oh wow! Now I got
my phone number is on.
One at a time, guys. Stand in line. No, just kidding.
my phone number is on my.
Poor Sean.
It's on your Facebook.
Yes. I don't know if I can link into you. Let me see.
I mean, I can get with Sean afterwards and get it from him.
Yeah, you can get it from him. I mean,
okay. I got your number in the chat room, Sean.
Oh, I see
everybody
it.
To see.
Yeah, I see it.
If you're watching this on a later date, I will also post it on the screen here in a second.
Sean Herman.
There we go.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I definitely love to talk to you, Sean, and see what's because that really sounds like a 3 to 6 month thing. Sounds great.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Anything you can do to, to get out of a lot sooner.
Where did he come out? He came out of Yankton almost 5 years early.
Wow.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
Yanked him out of Yankton.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's really great. It's crazy how
Isn't it?
It's crazy how all these programs and I mean how much time you actually get off. I mean,
Sean, do you know? Oh yeah, Sean, do you know Adam? He's from Australia. He's got a Aussie Prison Talk channel. Have you guys met?
No, I think he might have been on here the other day when we did our show.
Okay. So if you ever have anybody in Australia, Adam is the guy to he's your go-to man there for Australia.
I haven't dealt with Australia yet.
Yep. Any questions anyone's got? About prison, about anything really here in Australia, feel free to ask me.
Zephiel wants somebody's credit card and PIN number in the chat. Yeah, sure. With the street I grew up on and my mother's maiden name. You got it. It's coming right up.
Hey, Sean, that's right up your alley, ain't it?
Yeah.
John, what are you under on Sean's Facebook?
Yeah, it's definitely a risk I'm taking. Yeah, he is in prison. See, John, be careful, bro. You got to worry about snitches giving you up when they find out you got a cell phone.
John J.
Be careful, brother.
Most of these guys are not on my Facebook, Sean. They're on my YouTube.
Okay.
Facebook's a new. I got to get my platform going bigger over there. It was just my little private Facebook channel, but people are coming on and friending me, and I got to change the name and something.
Mine gets blowed up.
I know. So you told me, yeah. I need to promote Facebook more.
I tell a lot of these guys, I usually try to take the weekends off, and they just don't get it.
Oh, Sean,
I got a question.
I send you
my birthday.
Follow request.
Huh?
Got a question from Frank. If the judge does a recommendation for me to go to Colorado, what are the chances of me going to Colorado?
Where
are you trying to go in Colorado?
He's in Tijuana.
Where's he trying to go out in Colorado, though?
Florence, Colorado. DeCamp.
Well, I know they're taking some people right now, though.
Yeah, you know why? They closed the Rdap at Florence, and they're transporting a bunch of guys in the middle of their Rdap session. They're like Latuna, Texas, and Arizona, and other places. They just shut the Rdap down there because the Rdap's going to go to the penitentiary, and they've never had Rdap in the penitentiary. So I don't even think it's going to work, but this is what they're doing.
But Sean, if he's in Tijuana, wouldn't he go to a prison there or in Texas? Because that's closer, isn't it?
Well, Tijuana's in Mexico, Adam. It's another country, and they're still letting him self-surrender
down there and stuff like that.
Are you serious? They're letting him self-surrender from Mexico?
From Mexico, yes.
That's crazy.
I'm telling you.
Well, he said the same thing, John.
The POP is off the hook right now. Off the hook right now.
I can't wrap my head around that. That's crazy.
That's insane.
Yeah, Frank, why don't you just drive the other way, Just drive,
How the hell did you manage that?
Go to Venezuela. They'll never find you in Venezuela.
You must have had a really, really good paid lawyer.
We did, though, Sean. I want to let you know that I did just get a brand new attorney stateside for my son. He's good. So we're good. And we have sentencing August 3rd. Everything's on board. Prosecutors on board. Judges on board. We're looking good.
Right. Good news. Good news.
That's good.
But Frank, it's my experience.
Everything works out well for him.
My experience, the judge will let you go to where if you request a prison, because they did that for me. As long as I don't have co-defendants there or if I'm gang affiliated, and there's other gang members there, that kind of thing. But it's really on the co-defendants and if they have room.
Well, just so you know, a little heads up, Fort Dix, them case managers don't like to do their job, just so you know.
They don't. Well, what I'm hoping that
they don't like doing their jobs. I fight with them.
I'm hoping I go to Pennsylvania to an Rdap program in Pennsylvania.
Don't go to Lewisburg.
Don't go to Lewisburg? No?
Oh, hell no. Please don't go to Lewisburg.
I don't know. I don't know what else is there.
There's a few. We can pull them up. You can give me a call. But Lewisburg, like a judge, when all the COVID stuff started, actually gave the warden a court order to follow the CARES Act.
Oh, really?
And I had a case manager go into my camp and tell my boys that the only way they were leaving was through a body bag. And let me tell you, they are not nice to work with.
What about Morgantown?
So I'm in a rough district, huh?
Well, you got Marion over there. Marion's good. Marion's really good.
Marion's Illinois, isn't it?
Yeah, that's good. Do you want to necessarily stay on that side or what?
Well, I mean, if I'm going to go do Rdap and I get right in, I don't care where I go because I'm going to get out faster.
Oh, hell, tell them you want to go to Yankton. Yankton's kicking people out.
Where's that? Oklahoma?
South Dakota.
South Dakota.
You'll be over there with my son. My son will be there in a few weeks.
Really?
Is that far away from you, Dakota, John? Is that far away from where you are in New Jersey?
Yeah, South Dakota's far.
Yeah, but he just wants to go where we can get.
Hi, Wendy. How are you, darling?
Now, Sean, is it too late for him? Let's say he calls 20 different prisons and finds out the Rdap schedule, and there's one that he, can make. Is it too late for him to request where to go, or does he have to have another court hearing to do that?
Well, this is the thing. So, Grand Prairie is who does designations and stuff, and then the marshals, they just ship you and stuff. But if you've already been designated out and you're doing a self-surrender, you might be able to have your lawyer shoot something across the courts real fast and see if you can get it. It's kind of when do you have to check in?
I haven't been designated yet, so I don't know. I don't surrender until October 19th.
So if you're doing self-surrender and you haven't been designated yet, and you can get your attorney to shoot something across the prosecutor and say, look, he can do residential and non-residential at Yankton, and see if they can get you to be able to go there, because they have non-residential too. Because you're going to drop down to like 22 months, and you have to have a certain time amount for residential.
Right, 24 months is the cut.
Yeah. But they need, what they're not thinking of though is you got that 24 months, but you're not going to have that 24 months once you hit federal ground.
Right.
They're going to give you your time off.
Right.
Then it's going to put you under, which is going to hurt you. Well,
from what I understand, they designate you off of your sentence, not with your good time. So when you hit federal ground, they count your 24 months before good time.
So Rdap will,
Rdap will, but
yeah, that's what I mean.
You're pushing it.
I know it's right there. I know it is. I argue with my attorney about it.
You're
I
right
almost asked her to give me a little more time so it would actually.
I mean, if you wanted to, you could call me. You could have your attorney call me.
Okay.
I mean, I talk to them all the time.
Okay.
Hey guys, there's a guy in the room here, John Narducci. Now, this guy I've kind of been talking to here and there and seen him. So he did 22 years at the ADX Supermax, and that's the most secure prison in the world, so they say. And he's released now, so people get out of the Supermax. But he says the judge's recommendation is just that. The BOP can and will do as they please. Keep your chin up. You're going to a camp. This is from a guy who was in the Supermax. So, John.
Believe me, I'm not upset about going to a camp at all.
And John's a good dude. John's a good dude now.
Right.
John, every time I hear from you and stuff, John, you're the only guy I know that's made it out of the Supermax and is still, you're doing good things, John. Good to see. Thanks for tuning in. And if you do go to Frank, if you do go to Florence, a lot of the jobs they send you over to the Supermax to go work in their kitchen there and do landscaping and sweep them off their floors and stuff like that. So, don't be surprised. John, you're going to a camp, so camps are working camps. And everybody has to have a job unless you got a medical excuse or you're over 65. You're going to work, but it's 4 to 6 hour jobs. There are a few that are 8 hours long, but you get 12 cents an hour. So to start.
Woo! That's pathetic.
Adam, how much did they pay you to work in the prison, or is it just time off your sentence, or how's that work?
Yeah, no. You get paid. The minimum that you can earn is $23 a week.
The minimum?
And that's
at ADX?
Yeah, minimum.
No, in Australia.
Minimum.
Oh.
And that's having a sweeper's job. You know, with like cleaning the wings, serving the meals, you know, all that sort of stuff.
They get paid good over there,
right?
Oh yeah, if you get a job in bloody in CSI, which is Corrective Services Industries, right? You can earn up to $120 a week. You know what I mean? Yeah, and that's making license plates, making headphones for Qantas Airline.
A lot of these
guys
real
good jobs,
like 46 cents an hour. Shoot.
Wow.
You can earn a killing, like, you know, I mean.
We got some more questions here, guys.
The job that I had
time.
in CSI, I was making a killing plus the side hustles that I had on the side. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was making a killing.
I got some questions for you guys. John, now I'm wondering if he really is on a cell phone. He's in prison. He says, I want to transfer to Yankton because there's nothing going on here at Oxford, but I don't qualify for the year off with Rdap. I have an 841B. You want to transfer? Doesn't that sound like he's like in prison right now?
Unless he's just doing this up, pretending he's in prison.
Well, this is the thing, John. I talk to the associate warden at Oxford a lot. So if you want to get a hold of me, I could always talk to him and see if we can get you transferred.
Yeah, I'll put your number back on the screen for you guys here.
The associate warden, he's on LinkedIn too. He's a really nice guy.
And here's a question from Callie. Do most people in pretrial go to a camp? And I'll let you guys answer. My answer is you go to a camp or a low. Unless you put up a $5 million bond and an ankle bracelet, you may go to a medium. But usually people in pretrial they're not red flagged. They're not a flight risk. And you're a nonviolent felon. So you're going to go to a low security or a camp.
Yeah, you're pretty
most
low.
of the time. Do you agree, Sean?
Yeah, I mean, if my son wouldn't have had his state charges, he could have been out on pretrial. It was his state that was holding him.
Yeah, detainers, other charges, other counties, things like that. Yeah, you can't get out.
See, Sean, I was telling Sean earlier, I started with about 37 charges at state level before they charged me federally, and they let me out on a $100,000 bond to go on pretrial. With my state charges, I finally I had to plead them all out.
You didn't have to put up the 100,000, did you?
No, it's what they call. I forget what they call it, but no, basically, if you don't show up to court,
you owe them
$100,000.
Right. Because I had a $50,000 bond, but I just signed for it. And if I don't show up, they said, well, take the rest of your life, you'll get that money.
Yeah, so I had to plead out to all those charges before they released me. But
but the thing is we don't want to plead out to the state side before federal's done.
Okay.
Because he's a first-time offender on both sides.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
So if we pled out to state side first,
you get your criminal points.
It would bump him up, and they can enhance him on federal side.
Gotcha.
Okay. We don't want no enhancements.
Yeah. See, they agreed to let my drug court go first.
Wow. Yeah. So August.
Sea-Dog, how are you, Sea-Dog? Salute, brother. Salute, Sea-Dog. Hope you're well, bro, over there in Tijuana.
Here's a question for you, Adam, about Australian dollars. He says it's like $285 US.
Oh.
What's it doing?
So,
no, it's
your dollar's worth more than our dollar.
Well, it's $1 something US.
Okay. Oh, so they're not actually making hundreds of dollars over there once you transferred it over to US.
Yeah.
Like, for example, like with AC, sent me the $250. That ended up rounding out to $329.
Yeah. Hey, Sea-Dog, I went to Florence,
Colorado.
federal prison camp in Colorado. Yeah, they look like this. I don't know if that's where you went, but yeah, this is the background of most camps have the cubicle. Some have dorms, but the lows have dorms.
I couldn't handle that.
But this is pretty much how we live. 2-man cubicles, and we didn't have bunk beds at mine. There was 2 beds on the ground, but it's a range, and there's like 8 of these cubicles on each side of the hallway, and that's pretty much what you're going to be living like.
Thank God we don't have that here, because we got all cells here. I'll be spending a lot of time in the hole if they put me in a dorm.
Now we got Vegas stories in the room.
Good. You don't want to go to hole.
Yeah.
I'll be spending a lot of time in the hole because I wouldn't be putting up with idiot shit.
John's definitely going to be calling you, Sean. Okay, I'll put your number up here. I'm just catching up on the comments. I'm sorry if I don't mean to interrupt, but when people take the time to leave a comment, I like to acknowledge you guys out there. I can't always keep up with the comments, so I'm going to start doing a show once a week and just answer comments.
Good idea. I'm definitely
John says I'm definitely in prison as I type.
Oh no!
Oh
be careful,
no!
John. Just be careful.
What are you doing?
Wow.
If you really are in prison,
I hope you got a lookout, man. Yeah. Wow.
You got some good boys watching for you.
Yeah. Maybe we should invite him on here and he can. No, never mind.
John, you're
he
bad.
Can show us the. No, I'm bad. I'm not gonna do that.
He can come on.
For one, I could get in trouble.
Yeah,
he can come on. All he's got to do is cover his face.
No, we're not going to do that.
A lot of guys come on.
We're not going to. No, he's probably. We're not going to do that.
We're joking around.
Yeah,
I know you were joking.
John, if I were you, I would sell that.
Some new charges.
Yeah. John, I would sell that cell phone tonight and just start using, the phone. You get 500 free minutes a month.
Hustle through the struggle. Salute.
I'd sell that cell phone, John. You don't want to have it, but erase everything, set it to factory settings, and sell that thing, man.
Hey, Sean, did you say you get 500 minutes a month?
Yeah, right now in the feds, you get 500 free phone call minutes a month.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
No, that's 5
I'm going to jump off the panel, Sean, because my phone's starting to burn up.
500 minutes.
But it comes down to 5 hours.
That should be 6. Yeah, okay. 5 hours? Okay.
Yeah, I told my son, I said, look, you're going to have to slow it down because you ain't going to make it through the month. But you can email John a lot.
Yeah, okay. That's 10 cents a minute,
I'll give you my email and stuff before you go in. And you can send me a request on Core Links. And then you can email me and stuff because, I've got so many guys that email me and girls. I'm like, I've got 16 federal prisons I deal with.
Wow, that's crazy.
Oh, yeah, someday.
Now it's 10 cents a minute, so type fast and read fast. But here's the deal. You can print out your email. It's 15 cents a page. So if somebody sends you a real long email, it might be cheaper just to print it out. And then you can take your time reading it instead of watching the clock and trying to read. And there might be important things on there, things you want to save. So they have a printer, and it's 15 cents a page.
That's not bad.
And none of this, all the money you spend on your email does not affect your commissary. What you get $300 a month or whatever. It's different prices, but that doesn't affect anything you buy on commissary. So that's a separate, and it all comes out of your bank account that they hold for you.
You can go on the website to the prison that once you figure out where you're gonna go.
Right.
And you can look at the canteen list and stuff too. Because some of them you can only spend like $300 and some a month.
Yeah. I've already done that. I already printed out the inmate handbook for fucking Fort Dix and for
yeah, they just got a new warden over there too.
What's that?
They just got a new warden over there. Ortiz isn't over there no more.
Yeah, I don't know anything
what was going on with this Ortiz? You got a story behind that one?
No, he transferred out.
Oh, okay. It wasn't like the ones that have been getting fired for the PREA and all that?
No, Ortiz was actually a really good guy.
Okay.
That's like I had who was that one guy? Mike Carroll, he left regional office too. Willoughby's still in there though. He's North Central. But some of my guys that I deal with in regional offices and stuff keep leaving on me. I'm like, stop, because I get a good rapport with them, and then all of a sudden they want to leave. I had a lady over on she was in where the female in Greenville, and she was great. I loved her, and then she retired on me. I'm like, what?
Wow. Hey, John,
Sean,
with
how
the
long
cell
did it take
phone.
to get my designation?
Huh?
It took me 60 days. They gave me 90 to surrender. It was about 2 months till I got the letter.
Oh, really? That long, huh?
Yeah, but now things, they didn't have the pandemic and all that when I went in, so I don't know what it's taking now.
I mean, your attorney can call up to Grand Prairie too.
Oh, they can get it before they actually send a letter out.
Well, yeah, Grand Prairie Sentencing Computation.
Yeah, the marshals may know too if you call their office. Sometimes
I talk to them all the time.
Yeah, the
That's
clerk's
like
office.
We had a lady on here the other day. Remember the lady that had her 19-year-old son talk about he was going to Beaumont?
That's right. Yeah.
No.
No?
Oh my God. I pulled his file. He was designated out to either, where was it? Greenville or Kansas City, right? And then I made some phone calls on him and stuff, and I looked at his case, and yeah, he's not going to Beaumont.
Wow.
I'm like, and you know what? This kid, I don't even know what this kid was thinking. This kid was hopping cars, stealing people's drugs, taking them home. Like, he wasn't even dealing.
Wow.
Just being dumb. Bought himself a federal charge being dumb. I was like, what? But then his attorney was like, oh, well, the marshal said you're going over to Beaumont. I said, the marshals don't designate them. I said, designation comes from Grand Prairie. The marshals just get the paperwork and take them where they got to go.
Yeah.
I said, the marshals, because this attorney or whoever she is said that she had a person inside or something. And I was like, I don't care who she's got inside. I said, I know the lady that runs all the marshal's offices over the United States. I said, they don't designate. Grand Prairie designates.
Yeah, there's comments here because Adam's phone got too hot, but that, you got the laptop coming now, Adam, so you won't have that problem anymore. Adam, your phone got too hot. Maybe John can send you his.
Oh Lord! Oh. You're gonna get somebody hemmed up in there.
Wow! Can you guys see this question? I'm not even gonna answer it.
Yeah.
Yeah, John. When you get there, stay away from cell phones. Don't even borrow nobody's. They'll rent you a phone. Don't even do that, man. If they go through the phone. Any number you called, if there's some file of a number that's part, if they can trace that phone number back to somebody you're guilty, man.
It was the same thing when I was in treatment for drug court because you're still actually in state custody. They had the same thing going on. The cell phones were huge, and everyone had one. I'm just not beat, man. I'm 48 years old. I just want to do my time and go home.
Right?
See, that's the best. That's the best way to do. That's the best attitude to have.
Personally, I don't like Top Ramen. I'm good.
Yeah, I did. I did 3.5 years of state prison, and I'm just not beat.
Yeah.
So
we got more people here. Prison. Harvey talks prison. He's done 29 years in Missouri prison, and prison talk with Angie. Now, John, here's a lady just got out of a federal prison. Now, I worked with her before she went to prison. She's out now. She has a channel. How you doing, Angie? And Angie may have some answers for you too.
Where was Angie at?
Angie, can we invite Angie on the show? If you want to come on, Angie, I'll post the link. And Sean, you may want to get to know Angie. Maybe you guys can help each other. God, I got all these comments here. I'm getting more comments than usual, and I can't keep up. So if I missed you guys, I'm very sorry. I'm looking for questions.
Yes.
Most attorneys have a very basic understanding of prison. They really don't care to know much. Yeah, I agree. And they don't have a lot of answers.
Federal attorney a few things about the prison system.
I'll tell you what, my federal attorney was great. Right up until the end, I feel like she kind of dropped the ball at the end for me. But I did enough advocating for myself and did a lot of work, prior to sentencing.
Yeah.
And it turned out to, I got the best possible sentence I probably could have got, but
Right.
I think she could have done a little more throughout.
Yeah.
To try and negate some of the other stuff.
Well, see, over here sometimes, like, if you have a short sentence on federal and
Right.
you have state and it involves drugs, sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes state and federal will actually work together. They'll run your stuff concurrent and they'll let you out to do drug court here.
It's called POP, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see, I applied for POP and they denied me because I did drug court.
Okay.
So they said, oh, well, he's eligible for a program and he looks good for the program, but since he already did a program, we're not going to let him do our program.
That's because they want their pound of flesh.
Right, exactly. They want their blood. And I get it. It is what it is.
Well, the thing is, I mean, legally by law, if you get a federal sentence, you have to hit federal ground for 24 hours by law.
Right.
Angie, I just posted the link for you, Angie, but she's asking John how much time he got.
24 months.
Yeah.
My son's big one is getting on the plane.
Oh, what, Con Air? Yeah.
He's like, Mom, I don't want to fly. I said, well, your ticket's been booked already, son. I'll tell you.
Wow.
Yeah. So he's in custody right now?
He's in over in Wyoming in Basin.
Gotcha. Yeah, I was so lucky to not have to be in custody.
He's been in custody since October last year.
Okay.
But
gotcha.
I'm okay with it because, like, I mean, dude, he was looking like Beetlejuice minus 200 pounds.
Yeah.
Wow.
And the day he went to jail was the first night of sleep I had in a long time.
Yeah, I hear you.
I'm good with that.
Yeah.
He went in about 130. He's up to about 270.
Okay.
Here comes Angie. There she is. Pretty Angie.
Angie, where were you at?
Hi, I was at Dublin.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I am so sorry. It's bad over there.
Okay, I had a 30-month sentence, and I only was in for 9.5 months.
Amelia,
that's fantastic.
Yeah, so Angie, maybe you could tell John how that all worked out for you, and maybe John can benefit from this.
Yeah, so I got 24 months.
Well, what happened for me is I was in, since I got 30, I went in, I was quarantined 30, I think I'm getting an echo, but I was in for 3 weeks in quarantine, got out, and then I went straight into Rdap.
Okay.
So as soon as Rdap was done, I came home.
You came home, or did you go to halfway house or home confinement, or what happened?
Well, I'm at a halfway house, but I got here April 28th.
Okay.
Where are you at now, Angie?
Angie, is Rdap 9 months long, or I heard they're going to change it to a year long? How long does it take now?
It's 9 months.
How long?
9 months, you said.
It's 9 months.
I think we're getting a terrible echo. I don't know what to do about it.
You're good. You're good over here.
Still 9 months to complete it. That's better for you, John. That's a better chance of finishing Rdap.
Sounds like I'm just gonna make it with like 30 days of playtime. Like free, like a.
I mean,
a window.
It depends. If Rdap started 2 weeks after you get there, you got to wait 2.5 months. Every 3 months they start a new phase.
Well, like you said when we talked, I think I'm gonna I'll call around and see once I figure out where I'm going and see when the program starts. And if I got to surrender early, I'll see if I can surrender early.
I tried to do that a month early. They told me you got to set a whole new court date up, and by the time you do that, it's time to go in. Yeah,
I got you.
But Sean here may know that answer. Sean, once he gets the designated paper, can he surrender early to start Rdap?
It depends on if they've got room, because they usually it's almost like they book a room for these guys that are self-surrendering. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And then they have you come in. It just depends on the prison and stuff. and what they've got going on over there. You know, I could check with some of my two guys over there and see if they know when the next Rdap class is starting.
Okay.
Yeah, John. I mean, you probably should have already called, John.
Yeah, right. I didn't know.
But here's
Angie,
the thing:
where are you at now?
What's that?
I asked Angie where she was now.
Oh, I think she muted herself. She's getting an echo.
John, when you do call these prisons, a lot of time the phone number
Seattle.
is for the medium or the low that's next to the camp. So you got to be specific and say, I'm asking about the RDAP at the camp, not at the FCI or the low.
Oh, right.
You got to make sure. And sometimes the guy will say, whatever, it's all the same. And sometimes the guy you're talking to doesn't even know himself. So you can you transfer me to RDAP at the camp? And sometimes they'll transfer you over there. Other times you get a guy that he just got too much going on. He don't want to talk to you. But you can call sometimes and you get a lonely correctional officer that he'll sit there and talk to you for half an hour because he's just bored and lonely. He may be up in the guard tower or something.
You can always email too. Go on their website and email them.
Okay.
And I mean, they do email you back from over there. I'll give them that.
Okay. I think here's what I'm understanding from what I've been told from people over here is that if I don't get into RDAP, I'm probably going to go to Fort Dix. And if I do get into RDAP, I'm probably going to end up somewhere in Pennsylvania. So I'm not sure how it's going to work out.
What else is in Pennsylvania? Let me see.
I mean, I saw a place up in Connecticut that looked pretty decent.
Connecticut, I'll tell you about Connecticut. Connecticut, they treat their people, oh my Lord. I have a guy that's in state in Connecticut. And when you go in there, it's like, I don't know, it's Club Med, but they give them a tablet. They have their own tablet. They can make phone calls off their tablet. They can email off their tablet. They can watch movies on their tablet. And they get free phone calls from state too. And I'm like, what? But he calls me all the time. He's in state over there. But Connecticut are good to their people.
Yeah, I mean the one facility I saw that this was before I even knew what I was going to get. The camp has RDAP and it's a real low population. Like I think it's like 60 people in the camp, and it looked like the place looked fantastic, but I didn't know. Again, it's actually closer than 80% of the Pennsylvania places. So I was kind of hoping that they would look over there as well.
Let me see what we got.
I'm not sure. And then I think there was one in West Virginia. What was that, Morgantown?
There's Morgantown.
There's Minersville. There's Lewis Run.
See, I'm close to Philly. I'm like an hour from Philly.
There's 2 federal prisons in Pennsylvania. Let me see. So, what we got for camps over there?
Somebody wanted me to post your email, Sean, so here I'm putting it up there.
Okay, honey.
Oh, John wanted me to post your email.
Oh, John from
the other John. Yeah.
He's probably got a laptop in there.
John, I hope you're in a basement just having fun with us. I really hope you're not sitting in a range like this with your cell phone.
Allenwood is low. I'm trying to find the camp. Cannon is a camp. Lewisburg has a camp, but I'm telling you right now, please, I'm begging you, please.
Ali is asking, do you know anything about Jessup, Georgia camp?
What if they designate me to Lewisburg? What can I do about it?
Oh, God.
That's not what I want to hear.
You can get caught with a cell phone. They'll ship you right out.
Yeah.
Well, if you happen to go to Lewisburg, okay, when you hit the camp, go in and find Theodore Seeley, okay?
Okay.
He's my guy.
All right.
Like, I got him out, and Dude, they straight set him up and sent him back. It was sad.
Really?
They set him up. Straight set him up.
Lewisburg's pretty far, right? Isn't that out by Pittsburgh?
It's located in Lewisburg, Pennsylvania. Loretto is low. They have a camp.
They have Rdap at the camp, though. Like, that's where I keep running into. Like, they'll have it at the low, but not at the camp.
When you go on some of these websites that list where the RDAPs are, a lot of them don't have it anymore. They used to.
Yeah.
Because they changed so much stuff. It's just like, ugh.
Like Allenwood, I thought was only at the low. They don't have it at the camp.
Yeah.
They're low.
So
Cannon,
Angie,
let me see if Cannon does.
Angie, can you hear me?
I can hear you. It's just that the echo is so bad. I can hear like 5 people at one time.
Oh no.
Yeah.
So I know there's no RDAPs in California at the camps for men, but they do have RDAP for women in California camps. Is that correct?
Yes.
They Cannon is a medical facility. You won't go there.
No.
Well, yes, they do. I wasn't in the camp, but there was 2 people that were in the camp that were brought over to the FCI to go to be RDAP.
Oh, now they used to do that for the men at Lompoc. The low had RDAP, and the campers could be sent over to the low. Now they stopped doing that because you're kind of getting upgraded to a higher level, and they don't do that anymore. But I guess they're still doing it with the women.
It doesn't really say. I'm trying to.
Yeah, they're definitely doing it with the women. I was just in with two women.
Yeah, so there's different rules for the women in prison, I guess, right? Different inmate rules with the BOP.
Yeah. The women have a lot different rules.
Definitely.
Are any of the rules better than what the men have?
The women have video visits and the guys don't.
Oh yeah, that's right. And you guys have the video.
Wow,
Core Link's video phone.
Sean,
right?
I'm gonna try to get on. I'm gonna get on with my laptop and see if I can get rid of this.
Okay.
I'll send it to my email, Sean, and I'll talk to my laptop.
Send you an email?
Yeah, you got my email.
She can get on her
There we go
laptop.
again. All right, guys. Every
Sean,
time I
you
do
should be
this,
an expert at this by now. What's really going on?
well, no, my internet freezes. You guys don't know it's freezing on me. Yeah, I'll do that, Angie, right now.
Okay.
You guys talk because I have to go off. I have to go. I'm going off world.
Off world.
It's not telling me on my phone. I think I need a broader band to pull up these camps. I'll have to do it when I get off here.
Yeah, I had the list printed out somewhere. I don't know where to do with it.
So I just emailed it to her, but now I can only hear you guys. It takes a minute, and my internet comes back on. It could be my connection. There I go. You guys don't see anything. I've watched. I'll watch the replay, and whatever I'm tripping on, you guys don't see. So.
What?
Yeah, you just freeze for a second, Sean. That's all.
There's a question about Jessup, Georgia camp. I don't know anything about that. Do you, Sean?
Jessup? No, I haven't dealt with that one yet.
Okay.
But
sorry, Ali.
You never know.
Ollie or Ali, we don't know anything about Jessup. Sorry.
I just had a guy go check in Wednesday.
Sean, what have you been doing to there's a check. I did a video, a checklist of 10 things before you self-surrender. I don't know if you ever caught that. But everything from getting your medications ready to bring with you so you can show them, to writing a list of your contacts, their name, their phone number, their email, and you bring that with you. But just in case, you mail yourself one the day before. And if you have a family member to keep one, in case that letter doesn't get there, they can always mail you something because it's hard to remember phone numbers and emails. I don't think you can memorize all that by the time you get in there. But I have a checklist of 10 things like that. If you get a chance to watch that video, but we could talk about it now.
The hard thing is they really don't let you like take things in with you, and that's what's crazy.
I got lucky; they let me keep my shoes on. They were Walmart shoes. They had no markings on them, but they don't. A lot of places won't let you, even in a camp. I got lucky.
Nope.
People ask me I can bring my CPAP machine. Is that true?
Yeah, I know where I was. A lot of guys had CPAP, and you bring the machine. Otherwise, you got to wait to get.
Otherwise, you ain't getting one.
I have a machine.
And you bring the machine. Otherwise, you got to wait to get.
Otherwise, you ain't getting one. Yeah, it's just an act of God.
Wow, we got. I'm gonna mute Angie. Angie, I muted you because we're hearing like feedback. I'll unmute you. Let's try it again.
I don't know why it's being like that.
Now, Angie, it's saying you have to unmute. There we go.
It's being like that.
Okay, now
Angie, it's saying you have to unmute.
it seems like it's better now.
Okay.
I can't tell. Is it better for you guys?
You have to unmute. Yeah, we're getting echoes. Yeah, I had to mute you because it's just check your echo cancellation in your settings on your StreamYard. It's under audio. It's called echo cancellation. Click that button. The little settings gear underneath you on StreamYard. Hit audio and then echo cancellation button. That should fix it. If you can hear me. She's frozen. So
I don't see one. Oh, audio. Oh, I'm good.
Angie, did you do that? The settings? No, you.
Yes.
I hear the echo.
You do? I don't hear it. It's weird.
Angie, did you do that?
I did. Yes.
I hear the
I
echo.
don't know why she's getting here. It's weird.
Angie, did you do that? Wow, that's. Yeah, wait, it's echoing. Oh, that's too much of an echo.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Did you guys hear the echo?
Yeah.
I still hear it.
Yeah, I see too.
I don't hear anything.
I'm gonna check my settings.
Yours are really echoing.
It's your fault, Sean.
Not my fault. I didn't do it. I played the fifth always. Always.
Someone said, I don't know if... Angie, do you have other windows open?
I do.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. Is that better?
I can't hear. Angie's muted. You're not echoing, Sean.
Oh, okay. I'm like, I have windows open.
You guys hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah.
With the echo?
Yes.
Oh, man. It's all your fault, Angie.
I got no echo.
What did you do?
I'm clicking buttons here. Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves.
Seriously?
Dang.
How about now? Is that better? No, that's not better either.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So, Sean.
Huh.
Yeah.
No, the other Sean. You do advocacy like some of these other guys do, like that guy Rdap Dan or any of them guys? You know what I'm talking about?
I don't know if they're as hands-on as I am.
I'm sorry?
Like, I don't know if they're as hands-on as I am. Like, I don't do like YouTube channels and stuff like that. I deal straight with the prisons and my people.
Right.
To get them out. So I'm not exactly, I haven't really talked to any of them, so I'm not exactly sure what they're doing, so I can't really say. I mean, I know what I do, you know, and like, anytime somebody gets a hold of me, I go through, on Pacer, I go through their case from the day they were arrested.
Gotcha.
Through the whole entire case file and make sure there is nothing in there that is going to hem them up from getting approved for home confinement.
Okay.
Because, I mean, I had to get a guy, he had a 922G one time, but it wasn't violent, but they didn't state it on his paperwork. So, like, it took me an act of God to get the courts over there. I think he was out of New York or somewhere, to give me something that stated non-violent.
Okay.
Because, you know, they don't like to cooperate. But
yeah, the reason I ask is, I mean, my case is pretty cut and dry. It's not. There's nothing violent in my record ever. I mean, even going back, if they actually even went back and looked at my state stuff.
You're gonna go in and you're gonna sit down and you're gonna read a book. That's what you're gonna do. Did you get any write-up?
I'm not that guy. I mean, I don't get write-ups.
I'm not saying you are.
Yeah, no, I know other people are.
Yeah, they like to hem you up.
Yeah, I've been there. I know that.
I had one guy that was in there, and he was so. I had him right there. His paperwork was being submitted, and he thought he was friends with this dude, and they was making some Pruno, and
yeah, I ain't doing all that.
That totally him. I said, didn't I tell you? He was kind of young though. I mean, you know what I'm saying, but
yeah.
I said, I told you go in, sit down, and read the damn book.
Yeah. Yeah.
You need to listen. Some of these boys, I'm just like.
Yeah, I mean, I was a little wild when I was young. The first time I went to prison, I got involved with everything, you know, because I was.
Oh, I've been there, done that. Don't get no twisted.
I was 24, 25, 26. I was like, I just didn't give a shit, and you know, I was running wild. But now, I mean, like I said, I just want to get the hell out. But at the same time, I guess with the programs and everything, you stay pretty busy anyway. It doesn't seem like there's a whole lot of time for nonsense. I mean, maybe there is.
You would be surprised.
You can always find time for nonsense. I know that.
You would be surprised. Let me tell you, it's like,
I've been trying everything to get rid of the echo.
If we could even get you, rather, into a non-residential 6-month Rdap, and then just boom, pull you right out.
Is that how that would work? I mean, literally right out?
Well, yeah, because you'd be shorted. 18 months to the gate.
Right.
Great positive vibes is in the house, guys. That's another great channel. Go check it out.
Sean, you really sound like you're in a unit right now. You are way echoey.
Yeah, your background fits your voice.
Right? That's what I was just thinking. I'm like, you're really in that pond.
It looks like you're sitting in a chair at the end of that pond.
That time, stand up for count. Get used to that one, John.
Yeah, I still, you know what? I still hear the county buzzer in my head. And it's been 5 years.
Angie, how long were you in Dublin? Oh, she's muted again.
She can hear you, though.
I don't know if she can hear me.
Yeah, I can't get rid of the echo. I'm trying everything.
Yeah.
It was fine 5 minutes ago.
We can't hear you.
She can hear you.
Angie, can you hear me? Oh.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
How long were you in Dublin?
10 months. On a 30-month sentence.
Yeah, you probably weren't. Were you in there with Tina Pelagi? Or Shauna?
No, she was already done.
Yeah, she's one of my best friends.
I used to watch. She was on Rdap band.
Tina was?
She was on his show. That's why I know who she is.
Yeah, I talk to her all the time. I've known her
She
for
lives
years.
in Dublin too, right?
No, Tina is in Great Falls, Montana.
Was she ever in the Bay Area?
I don't know. She might have been back in the day, but
Oh, then I'm
she's
thinking
from
of a different
Montana, and then Shauna Smith was in there. She's from Montana. She's in pre-release right now.
I don't know that person.
She bought herself time. 7.5 federal, 7 state. Yeah.
Damn.
She's trying to run her husband over.
That'll do
Well,
And a whole lot of drugs, but you know.
it. You can't do that.
She was on the Jenny Craig diet.
I have a friend right now that got out when I got out, federal. She did 5 years. She's doing great.
Nice.
In the halfway house, all of a sudden they come and arrest her because now all of a sudden the state of New Hampshire is coming after her for some accident that she had before she went in. I don't know the details, but now she's sitting in a county jail because the feds don't know they won't do anything until the state decides what they're going to do, and the state won't do anything until the feds decide what they're going to do. She feels like she is.
One of them has to rid her out.
One of them has to what?
One of them has to rid her out. If she's not ridded out on either side, she's gonna sit there. No, we need
exactly. She doesn't know what to do.
We need to get her ridded.
Hey, what can we do?
You need to give her my phone number. Tell her to call me.
Will she be able to call from in there?
She's in a jail, right? What jail she in?
I'll tell you right now.
That's what they did to me. They made me
Yeah,
sick.
they'll leave you in limbo and don't care because they collected money.
Yeah, I sat 10 months waiting for them to decide who was going to go first.
They just left my son. I just went to the courthouse last week and I pulled all of his stuff. He's got 3 state warrants. They never arraigned him on. Oops.
Are you serious?
Guess what? We're dropping him.
Yeah.
His mama's not mad.
That's crazy.
It's because right now they're so backed up on people. The courts are so backed up everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't know what happened over here, but like about a year ago, when all this COVID was really full blown, all of our public defenders, except for 4, walked out of the office.
Oh wow, really?
And I was like. So I told a lot of the guys in the jail, I said they were sitting on state and stuff, right? I'm like, don't waive your right to a speedy trial. Just run your 180 days. Roll with it.
Yeah, right?
Sit for 6 months and get out.
Yeah. Yeah, because they got to let you go. Yep.
And they were like, I don't want to sit that long. I'm like, dude, you want to sit for years or you want to sit for 180 days?
Yeah. Yeah, do your 6 months and go home.
Right? I mean... I'm good. I'm taking that. Read some books. I'm good. Thanks.
Oh yeah, that's how I felt with 24 months.
Don't
I'm like,
bother
thank
them.
you.
Don't bring up your name. Just lay low.
Yeah.
That's how you
crazy.
do it. If they don't know you, they ain't gonna,
Yeah. I'm actually thankful I got out of custody before COVID. I hit my Oxford house from treatment.
Yeah,
when COVID
they
hit.
used to put you in the shoe when you first got there during COVID.
Yeah, oh, well, that was a question I had for somebody that's currently in or has been in recently. What's the deal with quarantine? If you're vaccinated, do you have to quarantine? Does anybody know?
Yeah. I think they do. But not for very long.
Because they're saying 2 weeks if you're not vaccinated, and some of the places were saying, some of the channels I was watching were saying if you're fully vaccinated that you don't have to quarantine.
Right, but I was fully vaccinated and I quarantined for 3 weeks. But again, I went in July.
It might depend on the prison too.
21.
It depends on the facility.
Call the facility that you're going to.
Right. Because I don't want to get I'm not vaccinated. I don't want to get vaccinated if I don't have to.
Don't.
But if I have to sit in the shoe for 3 weeks because I'm a quarantining, I'll just get the jab.
No, you won't.
Do it.
No.
I don't want to do it.
If you get the vaccine, I can send you this video of these 3 doctors. And my cousin's a microbiologist. But there's 3 doctors. And once they activate these 5G towers, everybody that's got the vaccine is dead.
You know, I heard about this.
There's a little, there's microbes in the vaccine. Don't do it, bro. I have never, look, I deal with all kinds of people because I manage music too. So I'm at concerts, I'm all over it. And I have never once got vaccine. I've never wore a mask. Ain't never been sick. And you know what? It's the thing. If God wants you, you're going to go, no matter if you got a vaccine or not. I know somebody that got the vaccine and still got COVID 3 times.
Yeah.
All COVID is an upgraded cold with flu symptom. You take some Theraflu and you whip right through it.
Yeah, I had it. I mean,
the media is making it so much more bigger than what it is.
I'm not worried about it. I just don't want to sit in a shoe for 3 weeks.
Well, I just messed with one of my guys to ask him.
Okay.
Because I have, 85% of my boys call me a lot at night. I've got another guy that was supposed to self-surrender, but we've got it to almost where he's not going to have to because he's got so many medical issues. I've been working on that one for a while.
I put in the chat where my friend is at. She's at Stratford County in New Hampshire.
Oh, okay.
Stratford or Stafford?
Yeah. Strafford.
Stafford County.
Can you guys hear me okay?
I can hear you, Sean.
I've done everything to fix this echo I can think of, and I'm sorry.
I don't hear any echoes.
He sounds like he's way far away from me. Like way far away.
Yeah, like it sounds like your mic's not turned up or something.
What is her name, Angie?
It's Alicia. Alyssha.
Alyssha.
And last name is De Jesus. It's Dejeses.
Juses?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm trying to get in her account, but I got myself locked out.
What child? No. Why now?
I'm sucking on lemon heads. I got this tub of these giant lemon heads.
These children are corn.
So what do we need to do to help?
Well, I'm gonna have to call over there and figure it out, and I can.
The halfway house is willing to take her back.
Stuff and see too, but if she calls you, see if you can get her attorney's information and get it to me.
I can get it. Once I get into this thing, I message her all the time.
Okay, because somebody's got to writ her, state or federal, one of them. Otherwise, she's just gonna sit in limbo.
And what's
right now the Fed's own her. So unless the state writs her, you know what I'm saying? But the other state only has so long to come get her. If they don't come get her, they got to cut her loose.
Well, see, here's the other thing. Is she's hoping that they'll just run it concurrent to the years that she just did.
Well, we could do that too. I mean, her attorney, I don't know why her attorney, he or she,
it's a she,
call
I think.
the courts over there and talk with the prosecutor and see if they can't just swing the deal. And be like, they need to lay it out and be like, look, we know you don't want to spend the money to transport this person. So what can we do?
Yeah, because they're telling her that the state's talking about 3 to 7.
They could do a video court on her. They could run her concurrent. They could just slap her with a plea deal and say, here, this is what we're going to do. You know, they don't necessarily, I mean, have to take her, but she could fight extradition. If she fights extradition, then they got to get a governor's warrant on her, and the governor's got to sign off to extradite her. But see, over there, you don't have free states over there. Like over here, we have free states. Okay, so you've got Montana, Idaho, Washington, Utah, and I think Wyoming are free states. Okay, so they can put you on what's called a hopper and hop you county to county, and it doesn't cost them anything to transport you. But over there, she's looking at being transported, and it's going to cost them some money. It's not cheap. It's like $10,000 per county line or something like that.
Why would they have to transport her?
Is she in the same state same place she got in trouble?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I was thinking she was in a different state.
They had sent her for her federal time at Dublin, but her crime, everything was in New Hampshire. She's was like born and raised in New Hampshire.
Well, I mean, that makes no sense why they would even remand her when she's still under inmate status at the pre-release. That's just dumb.
You mean in the halfway house? Right.
Yeah, the halfway house. They call them pre-release.
She was doing great. She was working 2 jobs. She's been clean for 3 years. Like, she's, like, really turned her life around. She's only 27. And then, boom, they came and got her, and she's just devastated.
I'm sure. Yeah, they call them pre-releases out here, halfway houses, whatever. But, you're still inmate status. I mean, if you walk out of there and you ain't supposed to, that's escape status. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
So, you're still inmate status. So, either way, whether she's at the jail or she's at the pre-release halfway house, she's still inmate status. So, why waste the money to pay the state to sit her in jail when they could have just went to the halfway house and said, look, we're giving you a notice to appear. You have to come to court on this day.
Yep.
Contacted her case manager, you know what I'm saying, did the steps, and then just let her come to court. It's not like she's going anywhere. Because if she does, the feds are going to get her.
Right.
She'd be under federal escape. They're retarded.
Angie, do you still have the live stream going from the first time you?
No, I just made sure that I don't.
All right. I can't figure this thing out.
You sound better, Sean.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's getting better. I'm not sure what's going on. I closed all my windows and everything.
Yeah, this is the only one I have up.
Yeah, apparently the echo's pretty bad.
I'm not sure what it is.
Okay, I'll hang up because it seems like it started with me. But I'll go on the chat.
Well, it's been going. It's almost been 2 hours. It's almost time to wrap this up here. It's been an hour and 40
get a hold of
minutes.
me, Andy. My number's up there. John, get a hold
I'll
of me.
get your number from Sean.
Yeah,
And
Sean,
I'll send
I'll
you a
definitely be in
message so
touch.
you have my information.
Yeah. You guys. I'll send you her number, emails, all that. Just text me or I'll email it to you. I put it on the screen here too. Here's Sean's phone number, guys. You guys see that?
That was up there in my phone number because it's in the comments.
Do you guys see her phone number?
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
Wait, are you in Spokane?
No, I'm in Montana.
Oh, got it. Okay.
I just don't. I've never changed my number because we might start a prison riot.
I have a Bay Area number, but I'm in Seattle. So.
I got 16 federal prisons that have my number, so it might be bad if I change my number.
Right.
John, before we wrap this up, John, do you have some last questions about going to prison?
Huh?
For John, do you have any last questions before we wrap this up that you want to ask any of us?
I mean, not really, Sean. I'm just kind of, I'm like a sponge right now. I'm just kind of listening in on what everything. I do like a lot of what Sean said, the information that she has. But as far as actually going in and stuff, I mean, it's all, it is what it is. I'm not worried about all that stuff.
Eat your big fat steak before you go in.
I'm just. What's that?
I said eat you a big fat steak before you.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I know the drill and all that. I'm just looking for for anything as far as, getting ready to go in. Your videos have been helpful, so I think I'm pretty set as far as
once
as far
we
as
figure
going.
out exactly where you're going, I mean, I've got guys everywhere.
Right. Yeah. So once I get a little closer, I guess there's more I can do. But at the moment, I'm just kind of, I'm enjoying the time I have out. I get the summer to enjoy. So.
Right.
I got 90 days, so I mean that's
well,
quite a decent amount of
going
time.
in when the winter hits, so
That was the idea. I was hoping to be out, summertime next year, so that's where we're looking.
We might be able to pull something.
Yeah, that's what we're hoping for. So we'll see.
Well, winters could be pretty cold depending on what prison you go to.
Well, I'm used to, out here it's cold all the time, Sean.
Okay.
It was butt out cold in Dublin in the winter, and it's not even that cold there.
Yeah.
We were freezing. I mean, I would sleep in like 3 shirts, and I'm always hot. And I had a beanie on and gloves. It was nuts. 2 pairs of socks.
Actually, the less clothes you sleep in, the more body heat goes into your bedding and stuff. But the secret, let me tell you the secret. If you take a sheet and put it on top of all your blankets, it holds that heat in better.
Hey, the woman's in Montana. There must be something to it.
Well,
yeah.
I learned that when I was inside.
Right.
I learned that when I was inside because it got cold. But like we put our blankets down and then we put a sheet on the very top and it holds that heat in.
Okay, good to know.
You learn these little secrets.
Well, I want to thank all you guys for coming on, and Adam who came on here earlier, and everybody in the chat room. And if I missed your comment, I'm sorry. I'm going to start doing a once-a-week thing and answer comments like Rick does from Vegas Prison Stories, and to catch up. But you guys mean a lot to me, every viewer, every person out there. And, John, I really hope you're not in prison with that cell phone. I hope you're just playing around with us. Right? So you guys, all of you have a great weekend. And, John, you call me anytime, anything that pops in your head, you got a question, you might want to know how it works, how the bathrooms work in there.
Yeah.
These are things lawyers just don't know.
Yeah.
Right?
John, you won't be in there that long.
No, I'm not worried about it.
No, I told him we can pull him to
I'd
home
be surprised if
confinement.
you even do a year.
He won't do that. We can pull him for home confinement. That's what I do.
There you go.
So Sean, you'll be hearing from me. What time's good to call you? Anytime or?
Anytime, hon.
Okay.
I'm gonna be. I will be free all day tomorrow because it's my birthday, so I'm really not gonna work.
Happy birthday.
I mean, you can
happy
call
birthday.
anytime. I'm a night owl, really
Okay.
bad.
All right. Yeah. Maybe I'll get in touch with you after work one day this coming week.
I am nocturnal.
Cool. Sounds great. Sean, thank you so much, bro.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
hon.
You're welcome. Anything I can do, let's make sure we swap email. You get my email before you go in. You can keep
Yeah,
in touch with me.
you'll need emails.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. I got a list started already.
Okay.
So
You'll need those. That's a definite. But
All
at
right.
least phone calls are free right now in there, so that's good.
yeah, that's
Or
really good.
videos. Videos are free too.
Cool.
The guys don't get videos though, Andy. Only
No, we
girls.
don't.
That's right.
crazy.
Well, it only takes one guy, and
Yeah.
Yeah, he probably showed a body part, ruined it for everybody.
we know
I was
he's
gonna say,
probably
I'm sure
doing the
that's what he
dance or
did.
something. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, which is sad because my son's going in, and it would be great for my granddaughter. She's 9.
All right.
But
Cool.
right now we have video chats where he's at and stuff, so we're good.
All right, guys, I'm going to end this
Okay.
thing. You guys have a great weekend. Thanks again. And, we'll do more shows, ladies, okay?
Okay, Sean, thanks for having me on again.
Yeah, and Angie, you should have Sean on your program, Angie. She's got a lot of
for
helpful
sure.
information. And
Okay,
Sean,
I'm gonna be
we
reaching
want to
out
help
to her
you get,
tonight.
we want to help
Okay,
you get your name out there too, Sean. Okay?
All right.
Thanks,
All right,
everyone.
thanks, guys.
Good night, guys.
All right.
Bye.